Representative Corey.
Good morning. I'm Patrick Corey. I represent House District 25, which is part of Wyndham.
Representative Hymanson.
Good morning. I'm Representative Patty Hymanson. I represent House District 4, which is parts of York, Wells, Sanford, and all of Ogunquit.
Representative Arata.
Good morning. My name is Amy Arata, and I represent House District 65, which includes New Gloucester and part of Poland.
Representative Cloutier.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good morning. I am Kristen Cloutier. I represent House District 60, which is part of Lewiston.
Representative Fecteau.
Good morning. I'm Justin Fecteau. I represent House District 86, which is part of Augusta.
Representative Fay.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Jessica Fay. I represent House District 66, which is parts of the towns of Casco, Poland, and Raymond.
Representative Millett.
Good morning, Madam Chair, and good morning, everyone. Someone Millett, House District 71, towns of Norway, Sweden, Waterford, and West Paris.
Senator Davis.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Paul Davis, and I represent Senate District 4, which is all of Piscataquis County and parts of Somerset and Penobscot.
And Senator Bailey.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good morning, everyone. I am Senator Donna Bailey, and I represent the residents of Saco, Old Orchard Beach, Hollis, Leamington, and part of Buxton.
And my co-chair, Representative Peirce.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I am Teresa Peirce. I'm the House Chair of Appropriations and Financial Affairs. I represent District 44, which is the majority of Falmouth.
And my name is Kathy Breen. I represent 6.5 communities in Cumberland County in the Maine Senate, and I serve as Senate Chair of Appropriations. We are gathered here today to do some more voting on the governor's proposed supplemental budget. And our format will be quite similar to what you've seen thus far, where we'll have Representative Peirce making motions and referencing the documents that she's using. Representative Peirce, we're going to be using.
We're going to be using our MODOC, or the unvoted Part A initiatives. We fondly refer to it as the MODOC because Maureen Dawson, our able clerk, has prepared it for us. Everyone should have that. We'll start with that document. We will also be using the report back from HHS, which we refer to as the Luke doc, and using that one as well. And then we'll be doing some voting on language, which will be a little all over the map. So you might want to have your binder available with those report backs or with the language that's in the back of that but I'll make sure we give everyone enough time. And on our MODOC, we'll be voting on some things that correlate to language, but we're going to do all the language at the same time.
Separately,
right. I'm sorry, separately, my bad.
So when we get to the language parts, you might want to have the original budget, supplemental budget document, as well as the committee report backs. And I'm saying that as much for the public as for the committee. I want to thank Maureen Dawson, our analyst, for being here, and our wonderful clerk, Marianne McMaster. Are there any questions from any of the committee members before we get started? Okay, if at any time you're confused about what document we're using or where we are, please don't hesitate to shout out. It looks like Maureen is coming on camera, which usually means she has something to tell me. No, oh my goodness, okay. Well, she's here because we're going to be taking votes, remember, and we're going to use our electronic thumbs up, which is like that, or our visual hands thumbs up like that. And those are the only fingers we're going to be using. Only digits. So Representative Peirce, are you ready?
I am ready. So I'm again on the MODOC. I'm on the first line, the Department of Education, program code 308. This has to do with the aspirations program in early college. It's reference number 172, and I'd like to move that in.
And I would second
Representative
that.
Millet, is there a second?
I'll second that.
Thank you. Any discussion? All in favor? All right, looks like, how many are we today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11-0. I think Representative Martin might be joining us momentarily.
Excellent. Would you like me to wait or should I keep moving?
I would say proceed.
The next line item is the Finance Authority of Maine. It's program code Z060. It's the waste motor oil disposable site remediation program. This correlates to some language that we'll do later, but right now we'd like to move this initiative in.
And that's
Okay.
reference number 218.
218, excuse me.
And I would second that.
Okay, any discussion? Sorry, I'm just letting Representative Martin in. I'm trying. There we go. Okay, all in favor? Representative Fecto, I'm not, okay, thank you. That's 11-0.
Our next line item, or our next initiative, will be the Connect Maine Authority, program code Z294. This has to do with the mapping program with an initiative of $1.8 million. The administration had applied for a grant for this and did receive the grant between presenting us this supplemental and today. So there's no longer need for this, and I'll be asking to move this out. And that is reference number 89.
Second the motion.
Representative Millet, we need you on camera for voting. I think that's part of our rules. So if you wouldn't mind turning your camera on.
There it is.
Thank you. So any discussion? All in favor? That's 12-0 in favor.
Our next issue will be the Department of DAFs. It has to do with the Bureau of Capital Construction and Improvements. It's putting $2 million toward that. It's reference number 31, and I'd like to move that in.
Second the motion.
Any discussion? All in favor? 12-0 passes unanimously.
The next item is also in DAFs. It's program code Z234. It has to do with implementation and maintenance cost with the Human Resources Management System. I'd like to move that in.
And I will second that.
Any discussion?
Madam Chair,
Yes, Representative Fecto.
I would, over the last couple of weeks, we've heard a lot about Workday. Each time we've heard about this program, the more it has become clear that this project has acted dysfunctionally, and the Workday contractors have walked off the project and may even be a candidate for fraud, waste, and abuse. Now, I've learned of probable sexual misconduct in the program directed at capable women in the program that work there. So if budgets are moral documents, I morally object to sexual misconduct and fraud, waste, and abuse, and will vote against this motion.
I understand your point of view, Representative Fecto, and I've heard that message before, and I have no evidence of the allegations, the very serious allegations you're making. So I will be voting in support. But I urge you to take those matters up. They're serious, and I urge you to talk to our colleagues on the Government Oversight Committee and pursue those allegations in a different venue. So that said, I'll call the vote. All in favor? And that's, I think, 10 in favor. All opposed? 2. 10 to 2. Sorry, 10 to 3. Sorry, Pat, Representative Corey, would you come on and tell us which way you're voting, please?
I'm voting with the majority on that. That finger thing just lasts longer and it didn't disappear. So I'm voting with the majority.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Maureen, are you all set?
Yes, thank you.
All right. Representative Peirce.
Thank you. That brings us down to the Defense Veterans and Emergency Management Department, VLA. This is reference number or program number 110. This has to do with some curtailment issues, and it's reference number 127, excuse me, and I'd like to vote that in.
Is there a second?
I seconded it.
Oh, good. Okay.
Thank you. Any discussion? Representative Arata?
Hi, thank you, Madam Chair. I just wanted to clarify that this position is also eliminated in the biennial budget. And so therefore I'll be voting with it, to put the cut in, because I don't think it's going to affect our ability to serve the veterans.
Understood. Representative Cloutier?
I would just agree with Representative Arata.
Understood. Any further discussion? Representative Corey?
Yeah, I sit on VLA. I'm going to be sticking with my committee vote on these items, just so you're on the lookout for that. I don't plan to make a speech with each item though, so I will just vote. Thanks.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. So any further discussion? All in favor? I see 11 in favor and opposed. One opposed.
Madam Chair, I
Vote
Yes.
two.
Oh, 2
clarification.
opposed.
Okay.
Thank you. I really appreciate having another set of eyes. Thank you.
So Madam Chair, that's a 10 to 2 vote then? Are we 12 right now?
Yes.
Thank you.
And Representative Fecto, just for my attention, is your intention to stick with Representative Corey for all those votes? Or are you going to go, do you know?
I'm going to take them one at a time.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So our next one is program code 110. It also is a curtailment order in VLA. It's reference number 129, and I'd like to vote that in.
And I will second that.
Any discussion? Representative Arata?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Also looking at the language of this initiative, it says that it's a reallocation of the money. So I feel again that we can move this reduction in and not impact our ability to serve the veterans.
That's correct. It's moving from general fund over to federal funds. Any further discussion? All in favor? 10 in favor. 10, yep, 10 in favor. And I'm going to wait a second to let the thumbs go down. Okay, opposed? 2 opposed.
Our next one also is in VLA. It's program code 110 as well. This is again initiated with a curtailment order. It's reference number 130, and I would like to move that in.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? I have 10 in. Opposed? Two opposed.
Our next item is again program code 110 in VLA. It has to do with a curtailment order as well. It's reference number 131, and I would like to move that in.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Senator Davis, you're not, oh, thank you. 10 in favor, any opposed? Two opposed.
We're again in program code 110 with VLA with a curtailment order. It's reference number 132, and I'd like to move that in.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? I see 10 in favor. And any opposed? Two opposed.
So now I turn your attention to the Luke doc, which is
sorry.
Are we not done?
Did we do reference number 136?
Did I get ahead of myself? I'm sorry. I did get ahead of myself. So my apologies. We're in program code 110, which is VLA. It is also a curtailment order, and I'd like to move that item in.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Ten in favor. Any opposed? Two opposed.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
can I make a request that the upcoming document be emailed to us again? I cannot find it. I thought I thumbnailed it. I don't know where it is.
The MODOC or the, which one?
The HHS, the loop
Report
doc.
The Luke doc.
The
Okay. It's
HHS report back.
Is it the report back or is it?
Yeah, it's
It is
the
the
report
report
back.
Sorry.
It's the spreadsheet contained in the report back.
Right, that's what I'm looking for.
I imagine Maureen could send it to you again, though.
Representative, it is also online on the AFA committee materials page. That might be quicker for you to get to.
Okay, I'll look for it. Thank you very much.
Maybe in the meantime, I'll try to grab it to email you, but I think you may be quicker.
Representative Arado, would you like us to wait?
No, I have some of it memorized, so.
I'm sure you do.
Representative, I just sent it to you. I just sent
Thank
you
you.
my version.
Okay,
I appreciate
so
it.
now you're going
Thank
to
you.
have several of them to
Yeah.
choose from.
Great, more the merrier.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're on the, I'm sorry, are you ready, Senator?
I am, thank you.
So just to tee everyone up again, we are on the Health and Human Services report back. There's a lot of spreadsheets in that we refer to as the Luke doc. We are on page 4 of the Luke doc, and we are on line number 11. So I'll give everyone a minute to
Thank you.
do what they need to do. So line 11 relates also to line 12. This has to do with funding for the development of the new comprehensive child welfare information system. And it is reference number 238 and 239. And I'd like to move this in.
I will second that.
Any discussion? All in favor? Unanimous. Thank you. 12-0.
Then I'll draw your attention on the same page to line 20. This is the reallocation of 16 various positions within the health inspection program. It's reference line 252 and 253, and I'd like to move both of those in.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? We're waiting for Representative Fecto. Are you voting in opposition? Thank you. Okay, so 11 in favor. Any opposed? 1 opposed.
Then I'll bring your attention to page 10 of the document. We're looking at line item 82 and 83, which are related. This is the reallocation of 45 positions in the Health and Environmental Testing Laboratory. It is reference number 257 and 258, and I'd like to move both of those in.
And I will second.
Any discussion? All in favor? (12-0).
On that same page 10, I'd like to draw your attention to line 85. This has to do with the realignment and funding through the FMAP. It is reference number 260, but it also includes reference 266, 281, 345, 351, 364, 374, 381, 384, 393, 401, and 404. And I'd like to move all of those in.
Second.
Any discussion? Representative Arata?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I believe we left this off. We were trying to figure out if that amount included the fourth quarter of the year. And was that determined? Does this amount include that?
I'm going to ask Maureen to explain that.
It was my understanding that it did not, that there was some held back for potential deviations from the expected main care provider payments, cycle payments, so that they did not fully account for that in a appropriation. That was my understanding from a conversation with Commissioner Figueroa.
And we have assurance that the fourth quarter of this fiscal year will have the elevated FMAP from the federal government.
Okay, so we could potentially have another change package with that item in it in the future?
It might change in the biennial, but this would be for the rest of this fiscal year.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Are there any other questions or discussion? All in favor? Uh, 12-0.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch Representative Martin's vote.
So now we're on page 11, line number 97, which also relates to FMAP. And it is reference number 275. It correlates to lines 98 through 112. And if you'll permit me not to read all of the reference numbers, but I can if people would like me to.
If that is a motion, I will second it.
Any discussion? Representative Corey.
Was the motion that she doesn't have to read all the numbers?
No, I'm sorry. The motion is in. I'd like to move all that in, and you'll indulge me not reading the reference numbers. I should have just read them. We'd be done by now, right?
Yeah. I will second the new motion.
Any discussion? All in favor? 12-0.
That brings us to page 13, line number 116. This has to do with the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services for Durable Medical Equipment Charges and upper limit payments. It relates also to line 117 and 118 and reference number 269, 270, and 271. And I'd like to move those in.
Second?
Any discussion? All in favor? 12-0.
And now we're on line 119 of that same page. Medicare payments to providers and purchase of durable medical equipment. It is reference number 267, and I'd like to move that in.
Second?
Any discussion? All in favor? 12-0.
And that brings us to page 15, line number 141. This is the Maine Center for Disease Control and Prevention and providing funding for COVID-tested vaccinations, contact tracing, and quarantine supports. We have learned from the administration that they are able to find funding to cover this from other resources. And so I would like to make a motion to move this out.
I will second that.
Any discussion? All in favor? 12-0.
So we are done with the Luke doc. And now I'm going to take up a number of issues within language parts. We'll be starting on part C, which is in the education department.
Do you want to just give a minute for folks to find that?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I am now.
We ready? Do we think? I wish
If
I
you're
had
ready,
Jeopardy.
just look up at the camera if you're ready.
Looks like we have faces in attendance. I
All
love
right.
that.
Great.
So,
Everybody but Senator Davis.
oh
Oh,
yes,
Senator Davis, we need you
we're
back.
through. There we go. Thank you. So part C relates to the education department and the DOE, and it puts into place what we voted on earlier with the early college, and also readjusts the numbers for the percent that we give to education from the state, and also the mill rate for communities. So that's part C, and I'd like to move that in.
Will second the motion.
Any discussion?
Madam Chair.
Yes.
So for the, and maybe Representative Pierce said that, said that, excuse me, but it was coming in and out when she was talking on my AirPods. But when we're talking about the money that we moved in for the aspirations program, will that percentage be adjusted?
It's adjusted in a, it was, so this is, we're moving this in. It was adjusted with what they presented to us in their initial report from the DOE. So these numbers are all the same because they had included that in the anticipation it would come in. So the amount that we would be providing from the state is 51.83, and the mill rate is, where's my mill? 48.17. But it is reflective in there of this.
Thank you
language.
very much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, you're on mute, Kathy.
Any other discussion? All in favor? Twelve zero.
The next language item is J. It's in state and local government. And this has to do with the human resources and payroll system. And state and local government recommended in their report back that we remove the words "in this fiscal year" for clarification about how much money could be spent. And we'd like to accept that amendment by the committee. So I'd like to move this in as amended.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Twelve zero.
The next language part is K. It's in the tax committee. It is a technical date change for the Bureau of Revenue Services, and I'd like to move that in.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? 12-0.
The next language part is L. It's in AFA. It is the transfer to the Budget Stabilization Fund, and I'd like to move that out per the change package.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? 12-0. And I think
I'm
Representative.
sorry, I think
Oh.
Representative Fecto had a
Oh,
different.
okay. Any opposed? Thank you, Maureen, and welcome Representative Cardone. Representative Cardone, we are on language sections. And we're on section M. Go ahead, Representative Peirce.
Thank you. So language M is in the E&R committee, and it has to do with the waste motor oil site remediation program. We would like to amend this language to reflect that we want to put 2.5 million into our, and I'm losing the words of what that is.
Uncontrolled sites.
Thank you, uncontrolled sites. And then 2.5 into a remediation reserve account for PFAS.
Second.
I'd like to, thank you.
Any discussion? All in favor? I see 12. Looks like Representative, any opposed? Representative Martin. So that was 12-1.
Our next language item is N. This is in the HHS committee. It changes the eligibility for certain transportation benefits, and I'd like to move that in.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? I see 11 in favor. Oh, sorry. Any opposed? Now I'm confused. So let's start over. It's moved moved and seconded. All in favor, please. I see 11 in favor. Any opposed? 2 opposed.
And now we're on part O, which repeals the Working for Cars for Working Family program. And I'd like to move that in.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? That's unanimous. 13-0.
Our next language item is P, and that relates with HHS, and it has to do with the SNAP program. We had some penalties that we accrued, and we need to pay those off, and I'd like to move that in.
Second.
And I would just comment that we've already voted in the dollar amount. We're just voting in the language now.
Thank you for the clarification.
Maureen, you're shaking your head.
Yeah, this allows a carry forward to carry into the next year any money unspent to be used for that. So their appropriation really wasn't made. It's just prior appropriations would be carried.
So I misspoke. Thank you for clarifying. Any further erroneous discussion? All in favor? $13-0.
Our next language item is Q. This is HHS, and it is about amending the transfer to the Maine Stabilization Fund for Healthy Maine. We would like to move this in as amended with a date change to 7/1/21.
Second the motion.
Any discussion? All in favor? $13-0. Representative Hymanson, you have your hand up. Do you have a question? Okay.
Not unless my computer wants a question, because I didn't do that.
So our next language part is R, and this is regarding a transfer to a specified amount for the Maine Care Stabilization Fund. And I would like to move that out.
I would second.
Any discussion? All in favor? 13-0.
Our next language item is S. This is in the Judiciary Committee. It has to do with the Maine Commission on Indigent Legal Services Special Revenue Account. I believe this is the one where we've already made a vote, and now we'd like to move in this language, and I make that motion.
I would second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Oh, sorry. Representative Fecto, are you in favor? Great, 13-0.
And The last item for this block has to do with an amendment that came forward regarding a program that we put in place at the end of last session, the affordable housing program that came in. And we want to provide a small tweak to the language. It provides an important change that brings us into conformity with the federal law to reflect the tax change that occurred in December in the COVID bill. And what it does is gives us the opportunity to utilize this program at a higher level and have more impact for the state around affordable housing in the state. We've reviewed this with the Maine Housing Authority, and the language is being produced in the revisor's office at this moment. But we had a discussion about this, and we feel like we could move forward with this concept on a vote should my good committee members agree. So I'd like to make the motion to move in that tweak that will change this language just slightly so that we can leverage it to a higher level.
May I make just a clarification? It's not
Absolutely.
a tweak. It's
Okay,
not a
sorry.
tweak to anything that was proposed in the supplemental budget. It's a tweak to current statute regarding the affordable housing credit.
And the reason it wasn't included with the language from the supplemental is there just wasn't time to figure out that that had happened, and that's why. And so they brought it forward in this manner. So I'm happy to go into more detail about it. It has to do with matching funds around this with the feds. It's got a detailed around it, but it's a small change in language.
I would second the amendment motion with the obvious understanding that we'll all have a chance to see the language when it's finally ready.
Absolutely.
Offer just to be concise that it's a new initiative in the supplemental, and the net effect is that we will have a higher level of federal match for the state tax credit. So Representative Hymanson, you have a question?
I'm just uncomfortable voting on something that I haven't actually seen the language. I've always been a stickler about that. So as long as we're holding other things, I prefer to hold this and bring it up when we have the language.
I think we're going to proceed, but I appreciate your point of view, and you should vote however you need to vote.
Well, I wouldn't be voting no necessarily. I just want to see the language before I vote on it. So it's not that I would be, so if I'm uncomfortable voting for it without actually seeing the language.
I hear you.
And I'm not going to vote no because I'll probably agree with it. But I don't want to vote yes without seeing the language. So I'm respectfully asking that we hold this until we have the language.
I hear you. Thank you. Are there any other questions? Representative Arata?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I agree with Representative Hymanson, and I am going to make a motion to table.
Is there a second on the motion to table?
Second.
All in favor of the motion to table? That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in favor of table. All opposed? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, Maureen, I've lost track.
I did too, because it's not adding up. Does somebody not vote? Can you take the vote again?
I sure can.
Patty's hand is still up, so.
Yeah, I'm going to lower your hand, Representative. Oh, you did. Okay. So thank you. So if you are in favor of the motion to table, please do a thumbs up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And Martin, I think, is 6.
No, I counted Martin.
No, you did? Okay.
Can we, you know what, can we do a roll call, Maureen?
That might make more sense, yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so the motion is to table the motion on the added language. And so I'm going to take a roll call. Representative Hymanson.
Yes.
Senator Breen,
No.
Representative Cloutier,
No.
Representative Corey,
Yes.
Representative Fectev,
Yes.
Senator Bailey,
No.
Representative Arada,
Yes.
Representative Fay,
No.
Representative Millet,
Yes.
Senator Davis,
Yes.
Representative Cardone,
No.
and Representative Martin.
Yes.
And
Representative Purse?
no.
I'm sorry, Representative Person. I have 6 no and 6 yeses. Is there somebody missing?
Did you do Senator Breen?
I have 7. I have 7 yeses and
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, yes, I'm sorry, yes. So the motion failed.
Okay, so the motion to table fails. And so now we're back to the original motion on the new initiative related to the the state tax credit program for affordable housing. The language is in the revisers and we are working on it. We'll have that shortly.
There is
So-
a draft, and I don't know whether it was shared in the caucuses. A memo from,
Yes, there was a memo from Maine State Housing Authority.
right, and I don't know whether it had been shared in the caucuses or not. But that language is essentially the language that revisor's office is looking at just to do their revisor thing. But I do not know how widespread that sharing was in caucuses.
Thank you, Maureen. Representative Hymanson?
Well, if we could take a couple minute break, I could look at it and read it, then I would feel more comfortable.
We can take
I
a
don't want
5
to vote no on this.
We
I
can
just
take
want
a 5-minute break.
Okay.
So we'll be right back.
Do I have it somewhere?
I'll send you what I shared with us in caucus. It's an email that you'll have to read through. So, okay.
If you could send that to me, because I never saw that.
Yep.
Do you send that to the entire caucus or the entire committee? Or
I believe all the caucus leaders have it. It looks like Representative Millet is, are you looking through your email for your copy, sir? I can't hear you, sorry.
It did come as an email from Eric Jorgensen, so I am searching for it.
Great. So let's take a momentary break and send around some emails and do a little reading, and we'll be back shortly. Thank you. Hi, folks. I think we are back. Representative Purse is back. I see Representative Fecto, other folks coming back. So hopefully we'll be able to wrap up. Just gonna wait for Representative Millet and Corey to rejoin us on camera.
Here, I'm actually here, but my computer will not let me start my video, but I am here. So
Well, I'm gonna try to help you with that.
could you? Thank you.
You just got a message from me saying start your video. There you go. All right. Hopefully Representative Corey will be back shortly. And Representative Fecto. Representative Fecto, is Representative Corey back in the room with you?
Yes, he's trying to turn his video back on.
Got it. Maybe I need to send him a message too. Let me try.
Perhaps.
All right. Great. So we are making sure that my good co-chair can you say something so I can hear you?
Sure, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
All right. So we took a brief break so folks could read up on the initiative that Representative Purse moved and Representative Millet seconded regarding a new initiative to change some language to the Maine's Affordable Housing State Tax Credit Program. So is there any further discussion before we call the question? Representative Arata?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I've been looking in my email. I cannot find it. I'm in my legislative mail. You know, I'm just going, can I abstain? Can I leave the meeting? I can't vote for it, but I really don't necessarily know if I want to vote against it.
Understood. I'm going to ask Maureen if you can I don't think you can abstain, but I'm not sure.
Well, this is a straw vote.
That's
It's not
true.
your
This is a straw
final
vote.
vote. So it is up to the chairs on how you want to
Okay.
conduct.
I'll just go away.
Why don't you turn off your camera?
Okay.
And then we'll pretend you're not here.
Sounds good.
Because I don't want you to miss announcements and that sort of thing.
Right.
Okay, so this is a straw vote, so we do have a little bit of leeway on our rules. Are there any other questions before or discussion before we do our straw vote? Okay, all in favor?
So Representative Hymanson is missing. Is that
Correct.
known? Okay.
Yep. All in favor? Senator, oh. I don't see a vote from Representative Cardone yet. She looks, her
Might
video.
be frozen. Oh, there she
Oh,
is.
there it is. Okay. So I see 10 in favor. Any opposed? One opposed.
So, Madam Chair, that concludes our docket of votes in this work session on the supplemental.
There is one clarification that Maureen asked to be made before we concluded. So go
Thank
ahead,
you.
Maureen.
So this is in relation to Part M, and I believe the motion, and I think the proper one is that half of the money would go to the uncontrolled sites and the other to the PAHS. I just wanted to clarify that the amount of the deallocation is not necessarily the amount that will be transferred. So I believe the language currently talks about remaining amounts after the administration for FAME would be sent to the uncontrolled sites. So the amendment would look like that very same thing, only instead of everything into the uncontrolled sites, it would be half and half of whatever is available to be transferred. I just wanted to make sure that nobody thought it would be 2.5 million exactly in each fund. So
thank you for the clarification.
Any
that make
questions
sense?
about that for Maureen? Okay. And Representative Cardone just left and came back, so I'm just going to wait till she is back.
She was having a little audio problem with her internet.
Yeah.
Madam Chair, can I just ask Maureen a quick question while we're waiting?
Sure thing.
So I kind of got lost in the language section when we were taking those votes. So I'm wondering if you can send us a like an overview of what the parts that we voted on and what the votes were.
I could send you what was voted in. Yes, I can send you what was voted in or amended or out. Yep.
Thank you so much, Maureen.
I don't necessarily record names. It's not.
Yeah, I don't need that. Just the yeah.
Representative Cardone, are you back with us? I see your square, but I see your name. I don't hear you or see you. Well, I think I will proceed anyway. This concludes our work session on the supplemental budget for the moment. The rest of the afternoon, we have a 1 o'clock public hearing for marine resources. We have a 3 o'clock public hearing for environment and natural resources. And we have negotiations going on between the chairs and leads on the remaining items in the supplemental. And so I would like you all to make yourselves available after our second public hearing in the event that we're able to come to a place where we're going to finish voting on the supplemental. So that's a possibility for late this afternoon. So we could have a work session then. So I just want to flag it for folks on the committee to keep your schedules clear.
And one quick thing is it's marine resources and then IFW today.
Thank you very much. It's IF&W at 3 o'clock. It's the fishes all afternoon. Some fresh water, some ocean. Okay, any questions before we sign off for now and come back at 1 o'clock? Okay. Thank you very much. We'll see you at 1, and that's going to be a different Zoom link than the one we just did, because this was the work session Zoom link. We're going to be on the public hearing Zoom link.
And Madam Chair, do we want to ask our AFADs to convene
Make themselves
together
available? Yes.
for a quick side caucus, so to speak?
Yeah. Sure. So AFADs, you'll get a caucus link shortly. And we're going to sign off for now.